This filament somehow wrapped itself around right here. It went in straight, it fed, and then all of a sudden, it fed actually right through the tube. Like, it's here on this side. Filament is right here. It went through the tube. Okay, I slid it out of the tube from the machine. And it's stuck in the nozzle. Like there's a piece stuck in the nozzle. And now it's stuck in the ACE system. So, in other words, it fed through the ACE system. It went into the machine. It went into the machine. And just give me a sec. I'm trying to hold the camera and light at the same time. And there's a piece, I don't think you can see it, but when I pulled it out of the hot end, it broke. So there's a piece stuck in the hot end there. So I got it out of the machine. So it did feed properly. And then, for some reason, it wrapped itself around here. In my other video, as you guys can see, if you watched it, the hot end heated up to 250 degrees. But for some reason, after it fed, it ended up getting winded up in here. And it's stuck in there. So it's all stuck in here. And let me get this roll out. So yeah, and right here. So I don't know what the hell it did. So I'm trying to get this out without causing any more damage. I don't know what kind of damage is caused, but so I'm gonna try to pull this out. I need 2 hands for this because I want to see if I can pull it out without damaging anything. They haven't, Anycubic hasn't gotten back to me yet about this, so. Okay, I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna try to get that piece of filament out. That piece is out. This one here, I don't know where it's stuck. I just broke it. Shit. Let me see if I can pull it out the other end. No, it's stuck in there somewhere. This piece here is stuck out. I can't get this filament out. I'm gonna see, maybe take this cover off and see if I can figure out where it's stuck. As I said, this is so frustrating. I shouldn't have to be doing this. Like, These machines, for the price that they are, they should be come out working. Like, I understand that things break, but man, shouldn't break like in 2 days. Like, so this one and this one is facing, the screws are facing this way. Look at that. The crack in there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Or this casing opened right here. Everything's got to be a different size. Fuck. Well, I hope nothing pops out in my face. There goes the spring. Oh, let's check that out. You guys see that? Look at that. Filament just got wrapped out up right inside there. Like I said, the filament fed properly. But it got to the extruder, to the hot end, and the hot end did heat up to 250. And for some reason, it just, I don't know, got stuck somewhere. Kept trying to pull it through, and that's what happened. So I'm gonna see if this thing works now. I'm not gonna put the screws in this. Just gonna sit it in place. Number 2 here is where it got stuck. Pushing it back out. It just wants to push it out. Let me try number 1. No, it just pushes the filament right back out. It won't feed. I can only press retract. It won't let me press extrude. And I'm not getting any errors either. I'm just getting now red on extruding filament, extruding finish. I'm just getting 2 red dots on here now. I'm going to try pushing system restore. All settings and files on this machine will be deleted, okay? See if that works. Okay, I'm just going to go through the settings here again. English. Next. Okay, so the machine went through its restoring process and everything. Now I'm going to see if this thing will feed. No, it won't feed. It just throws the filament back out. This is the hot end. It's clogged. So I don't know if it was clogged with the PLA that I printed on my last print, or the PETG when I fed it through clogged it. Anyway, there's a piece stuck in there. These hot ends, for some reason, what Anycubic did is they put some kind of sealant in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, my hands are dirty. That's called work. Um, there's a sealant in here. I don't know why they put it in there. If you guys can see the white ring on there, that's some kind of glue or whatever. You can't get this tip off, the nozzle off. Like, I've tried, and if I put any more force, I know for a fact I'm gonna break it. So I don't know why they did it. You can't. They did it, I guess, so you can't change the nozzle. You have to get the whole hot end. If I force it anymore, I know I'll break it. Maybe later on, I'll put it to the side, and later on, I'll try maybe heating it up or whatever and see if I can get it out. But for now, before I ordered my machine, no, sorry, when I ordered my machine, I searched for hardened steel tips for it, and the one that I found was on AliExpress, and it was cheap. I got this hot end here with the hardened steel tip, plus 5 extra hardened steel tips for 14 bucks. Well, almost 15 bucks, 14 something. So I thought I'd grab it, and just when the machine came, I would replace it, see if it's the same, because you never know what you're getting from AliExpress. And it's actually the same. The same nozzle. I'll take this off just to show you guys. Take the boot off anyway. It's exactly the same nozzle, size-wise and everything. And they don't have the glue on here or whatever they put on here. So you're able to change the nozzles, obviously, because they gave you 5 extra. So I'm gonna put this on and see how it goes. So I replaced the nozzle, and the machine works with an external spool. Sorry, external spool. The A system is still not working. This is PETG, and this part here is actually hard to print. And this was my first test. Actually, my first test didn't even want to stick to the plate, to the bed, because I just went straight with the original stock profiles. So I raised the bed temperature up to 75, and I raised the hot end up to 275. And it didn't come out too bad. There's like little marks here. I don't know if you guys can see. Here. But these are like from the supports. Not all of them, but some of them are from the supports, because I had to use quite a bit of supports on this thing. This is a piece. I'm trying to duplicate this piece right here. I'm trying to duplicate this piece, which is the front, a modification for the X-Shot Flurry for the front here. So I can install a bigger barrel on here. The second print I did was this piece here, which came out a little bit, actually a lot better. I raised the temperature on the hot end to 285 on this one, and the bed temperature up to the bed temperature was 80 on this, and it didn't print that bad. It actually printed pretty good. There's some marks over here on it, but this thing actually came out pretty good for my first attempt at the PETG. Just the printer actually prints nicely. Just you got to get your settings right on it, but it does actually print pretty good. Like I said, there's quite a bit of marks here, but then I've never printed with PETG before, so I got to get the settings perfect on it, or right, at least close to perfect on it. But it actually came out pretty good. This is just a support for the steering shaft on the go-kart that I'm building my grandson. All in all, the printer prints when it wants to work. Anyway, I'm gonna have an update. Anycubic is gonna send me a board for the ACE unit and a buffer, and hopefully they'll send me the hot end. So once it arrives, I'll make a video on installing all that stuff, and I'll put it out. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and hit the like button. Doesn't cost anything, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Cheers.